What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, mash that like button if this helps you out, and don't forget to hit that bell so that way you're notified of all videos that I release in the future. So in today's video, we're going to be changing out the brake pads on the Veloster. It is already causing some major issues. Didn't even really take good notice of it, but you know, as you can see, the rotors are already starting to be affected by it. Apparently the previous owner on this vehicle only switched out one side. You know, when you have fast stuff, guys, this is what happens. You know, you have a perfectly, you know, clean rotor. I don't know if you can see that, because these brakes are good, and then the one, you know, that didn't get changed, then what ends up happening is you get scores on it, like you see there. So we're going to just be making a quick video on how to go ahead and switch out these brake pads. So we're going to start by jacking the car up underneath. Got some ledges here. You guys can see that. You want to go ahead and put your jack right in between there. Then we're going to go ahead and loosen up these bolts before we start lifting it up, because then once you lift it, you're not going to be able to turn it. And then we're going to go ahead and pop off this tire, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so if you do have tools available, which I was you know, unfortunate enough not to have, but you have, you know, buddies that could get you all squared away, then you won't have to, you know, loosen that up. You know, we got the impact gun there, chair for comfort, good jack, tie. I'll say it again, guys, tie. This is going to help us out tremendously in this job. If it's one thing that I learned after doing so many of these, that these two things right here are going to be your best friends. Alright, that is going to help us get our brake caliper squeezed back in, and then that right there is going to hold the caliper, so that way we don't have to finagle with it when we're trying to work in there. So these are the two lifesavers that you must have when you do this kind of job. Alright, so now that we got this tire all out, now we're going to get in here. We got a couple of bolts that hold it in place. We got one right here in the top, and then we got another one back here in the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and loosen those guys out, and then once that's out, then we're going to be able to actually go ahead and lift this out, and then that's where this is going to be our best friend. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get those things taken out, get this tied up, and then we'll be back. Here we are, guys. We're able to go ahead and get those you know, screws loosened up from the back. See, they do go right in there. And again, you know, like I was saying, this is so good, guys, because this will keep this in place. You know, you don't have to worry about snapping your brake lines. It's not going anywhere, and then you can actually be, you know, nice and comfortable working here. So we're just gonna go ahead and pull out whatever this is that was left. Go ahead and just pry that out. And this is what was there, just so that you guys can kind of get a good view at what these pads are supposed to look like. We're gonna go ahead and show you real quick. Sorry for the video, guys. Here, look how my homeboy is gonna help me. Again, you know, all this comfort was thanks to my homeboy Eliu. So you know, you guys can check out his handle. You have a Facebook, Eliu? Yeah. YouTube? What's your Facebook? Alright guys, so check him out, guys. You know, show him some love over there. So this is what that's supposed to look like, guys. So these are the new ones. And then these are the old ones. So You can see how much is missing. So putting it back is pretty much simple. We're just gonna go ahead and slide these guys back in, but before we do that, we actually got the pack that comes with new hardware, so we're actually gonna go ahead and swap out the old hardware while we're in here. You know, you might as well do things right and not cut corners, because guys, this is what happens to your rotors when you cut corners, so don't do it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this put back together. We'll show you a brief shot real quick before we put some work into that. I'll show you the next trick, and then we'll be right back. So quick tip, I actually almost forgot to do this. Good things I have checks and balances. So you want to go ahead and take off the cap to the brakes, because once we start pushing this back, as you can see here, we're going to be actually creating some pressure in the system, and we don't really want that air in there. So what I did, the easiest way I found to do this was, when you get your C-clamp, you can actually use the old brake pad and put it right up in there. You know, make sure that you got a nice strong spot so you're not cracking or breaking anything, and then you can just slowly squeeze that back in there. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back once we put this back on here, and you know, we get everything all nice and tight. And as you can see, I did switch out the hardware on this, so we did the top and bottom hardware, brand new brakes. So we were able to salvage this, thank God. You know, we did notice the grinding noise and caught it in time. So this was you know, not too bad. It didn't really gouge the rotor there. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all buttoned up, and then we'll be right back. We're all set here. We got that pushed back. Now all we got to do is just button it up, put the tire back on, and we're going to jump to the other side. Alright guys, we're all set. Pretty much done on this end. All we got to do is just put the tire back on, and then we're done. One pointer is that if you find the calipers are not going in, you know, do check your pads, because they do make like a safety guard here. You can see that it won't let it go in, so if you're putting it on the back end, it's never going to go in. So, and just make sure you flip it around to the front, and you're all set. We're done with this. You know, this is a job that would have cost $400 at any shop, you know, but when they gave me that quote, I almost lost my mind, and I just decided I'd make this video for you guys to save you the money, because these were only $51.99 at, you know, the parts store, lifetime warranty ceramic. So, you know, save yourself some money. Again, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, follow me on Twitch, everything in the details down below. Alright, we're all done with this side, so now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this tire taken out, and we'll be moving on. Alright guys, so here it is. Pretty much the complete breakdown of everything, you know, that you'll need to make this job pretty much a piece of cake. I've just been sitting here lollygagging with my homeboy Elio, and it's been so easy. You know, it's gonna save you guys $400 at your you know, local repair shop. That's what they charge me. But you know, you have the 2 bolts that hold this into place back here, which those guys right there, you'll be able to get out with 9/16. The tire lugs are going to be 21. We got the old clips, which all you got to do to take those out is just like pull them out. You know, you can pry them out with the flathead, and these guys will just come right up, and then you can replace the new hardware on there. You know, always be careful when you're doing this stuff. Also, then, you know, what I do is I take the old brake pad and I put it in there, and then I'll compress that with the C clamp to make it super easy. It literally is just super easy, just like that. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, mash that like button. See you on the next one.